Hey guys, J-Base Phoenix here. We're back. I wasn't gonna stream today because last time I woke up an hour before stream, I was not feeling it. I don't know if I deleted that or maybe I just cut it short, but we're here today. We're still gonna do our hour. You know, the days when you don't feel like doing stuff is the days you should be doing them. So I'm trying to keep as consistent as possible. What up, little bro? Welcome to the stream, Moms. Good morning. When I text you, it was 8 a.m. here. I know it was like 5 a.m. for you guys, but um, yeah, I hadn't slept yet. Then I was up for another 2 hours. 10 a.m. I was in bed by 9:50, but yeah. So let's do our plugs. Paperback $20. Kindle Unlimited free 99. Minus 99. Welcome to the stream, Daddy. Glad you could make it. Make sure you give it a rating and review. If you give it just a rating, you just click for this 4-star or 5. Sorry, it says 4-star, 4 rating. Just click for a star rating you want to give it. I recommend 5 stars. If you give it a rating and review, I'll shut you up like these lovely people down here. Still haven't been getting much feedback from people. I don't know if people like the first book, and it's kind of worrying me. Based on how many people bought it, I don't know how many people are reading it, and I don't know how many people are willing to give me any sort of feedback. I just assume if nobody's giving me feedback, either they haven't read it or they don't want to be mean and give me any sort of constructive criticism. So, if you read it, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. It's my first book, so I'm willing to take some tips and pointers. In the next books, there's gonna be no more origins. Like I said before, I did that just to extend it. But if you want to read the first 5 chapters free to test the waters and see what you think, it's available on Wattpad.com here or ScribbleHub.com. And if you want to support, there's a donation link in chat now. It's in the panels. The Patreon is also in the panels. Oh, there we go. And both the donation link and the Patreon are in the description on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. That's free. I got to a point where, because my channel used to be something else on YouTube, then I changed the content and I was close to 2,000 subscribers and I lost 900. And I got to a point on YouTube now where I'm at, I stopped losing subscribers, I think. I'm at 1,010 on YouTube right now. So if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. I know it's not it's pulled straight from Twitch, so it might not be the most entertaining YouTube content, but I haven't thought of anything like the skits to bring back to YouTube just yet. I'm probably gonna go back to the Into the Mind of stuff where I act as one of my characters. And there's some explanation things like world building videos I can do for YouTube as well. So yeah, I'm gonna look into getting some more YouTube content out. Plus, if you're a patron, the YouTube content will be coming out free for you. It'll be unlisted, but the link will be for the patrons as a post until maybe 2 days later, I'll make it available to the public. Because I have to be fair to the patrons and start doing the early access stuff. Because Twitch, you know, it's not really early access; it's live. I love that. Yeah, yeah. That's what the Patreon is for. That's the you get perks. You get perks. The chat community, I think I need to make a subscriber and patron like one channel where anybody that's on my Patreon, on the Discord, gets access to that. Anybody that's subscribed on Twitch, because that's another way of supporting, gets access to a channel on my Discord as well. I think I have a subscriber one, but I don't think they're separate. They should be together, I think. So yeah, that's all the plugs. Today we're just gonna kick back, relax, and get into some really dumb naming for these NPC villain characters. We can run down the list if you want. Well, yo, what up, yo, Nacho, my boy. I meant to come to your stream yesterday, but then I think it was yesterday. I got lost in whatever I was doing. I wasn't streaming, but I apologize. I was supposed to stop by at least yesterday. Was it this morning? No. I think it was yesterday. But next time you stream, I'll be there. I get the notifications, so yeah. So we got some really dumb names for these characters. We got Clutter, who is Junk Romancer. I think I made him, he's a summoner. He's under the summoner class. We got Suck, who is under the thief class. And Corpo, who is under the kinetic class. He can make ink. Scroll down too. I think the example abilities are at the bottom of this. Yeah. Pydo, I told you guys, is the guy that swings his bat for momentum, and the next time it makes contact with the solid object, it has that much more power to it. The more swings, the more power in the next hit. He's under the controller class. This guy's name is Virtue 2. I told you we're getting really stupid with names, because I am not putting the time and effort I normally put into naming characters into these one-off villains that I'm probably not even going to use for the actual Disturbed Delinquent story. So if you don't know, this D&D campaign I'm writing is based off of a world and series of mine. The world is called Disturbed, but the series is called Disturbed Delinquents. And yeah, most of these main villains, except Neural. Neural was made for this campaign, but all of these villains are part of they're like the main villains of the series, and these 5 heroes, well, they're not even heroes, they're delinquents, because that's the name of the series. They're part of they're the main characters of the series. We also have characters, I can't forget, we have these characters down here. They're not, they might be one-off just for this series, depending on who and where I want them used. Mara, Archaeos, Antic, they're all going to be on Nebulon. I'm not sure if I want Malos to make an appearance. It doesn't make sense for him to, but he's my 3rd favorite character, so I want to possibly throw him in there somewhere. Alright. Virtue, wait, we're on Virtue 2. We have Cotter. Don't ask me why I don't know how to pronounce that name. It's not like a really weird pronunciation of Carter. It's the first part of the word cauterization, like to burn something in order to stop whatever is. Yeah. Shape-shifting, what should this guy's name be? Blob. There's names we can come back to, like the Wing Manifestation guy. His name is Wingman. It's not a superhero name or anything. That's his actual name. Phasing guy. I think I'm just gonna call him Phantom, but with an F because it's cooler. Virtue weaponization. I'm trying to think if I want the entire clan to be a part of it, or if I just want one person to be able to manifest their virtue into weapons. Like each person of the virtue weaponization clan can make their essence virtue into one weapon. So one person will be able to make it into swords, one person may make it into axes, another person freaking chainsaws or something. But I'm trying to think if I want it all to be compact into one person. If I split it up, they can be more NPC villains. I feel like I don't have enough, so I might have to split them up. Just put clan here. And then I think I might have had a list in the new document. I think we're gonna take a break from Outlast today. I wanna play. I've been wanting to play Arkham Asylum for like the past month, because I wanted to start that series as well. We'll probably be back to Outlast tomorrow, depending on how much I like Arkham Asylum. Also, because I'm so terrified, I was really hoping over the course of the time that I've been spending on the game, that it was like close to halfway over at least. I looked at the chapters. The chapter we're on is called Genesis, and it's the first chapter. I don't even think we're a third of the way through the game, guys. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Alright, swords. What's his name gonna be? Swordman? Knives. Axes. Oh yeah, Outlast 2 is definitely longer than it needs to be. Oh god, why? And you know what? I think a part of the reason I feel like it's been longer is because of how many times I've died. I haven't died a whole lot, but there's been scenes where it's like a chase scene and then I'm not going where I'm supposed to go, and I've died plenty of times from that. But yeah, and then there was that, I think was it yesterday? I think it was either yesterday or I think it might have been 2 days ago. I can't remember. Where I spent the first half hour of the stream in that one section where the tall lady killed the dude, and we were just in that small little hut area, and I had no idea where to go. And I thought, well, it doesn't make sense to backtrack, because why would this game make you do that? And the entire time, the way to move forward was to backtrack. Yeah. Hammer, mace, cheese. I'm not putting spaces. Sides. Sickles. Oh, Nacho, I know you graduated. You got any plans now? What's your plan for the future? You don't have to answer that on stream. I'm just trying to make conversation. Congrats again, by the way. That's I just wish this virus thing wasn't a thing. It sucks a lot of people didn't get things that are normally associated with graduation or, yeah, you sort of moving up, graduations, prom, trips to other places. I don't know. It's not that fun of a time. Not that fun of a time. Okay. I think these are sufficient for now. I could always come up with more weapons in case I need some random enemy later on. Do I really need to name every single one of these guys? I don't think I'm going to name them. I don't think I'm going to name them. Because their names are not going to be clever. I'm just going to end up giving them names such as Sword Guy, Knife Guy, Axe Guy. There's no point in doing that. I can just refer to them as that in the campaign. Shape-shifting. We just call them morph. That's fine. Phantom infused combustion. It means touching and making something explode either right there or later on. This man has a whole comma in his name. Look no hands. Alright, nah, it's cool. I'm trying to get the video game dev thing started, and hopefully I can continue to do it. We're getting an LLC together. Yes, told me about that for our company, and then we should be good to go. I also want to get YouTube rolling and get where I can start making money there. You definitely have the drive. Both you and my little brother have some crazily edited stuff. Like, both of your stuff is like very high quality, where I can see people and myself watching stuff like that every day or whenever you upload, because you guys put time and effort and a little bit of love into each of your videos. So y'all are both underrated. I also want to get wait, I just heard that. In the meantime, I'm doing some freelance stuff, working on a music video right now. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Get your bread, bro. Get that bread up. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I got some high quality stuff. I appreciate it that much more because I hate editing. I do not like editing, which is, I've said before, that's part of the reason I stream, because it does not require editing. All it requires for me to move it to YouTube is just to download the VOD and then upload it. And that also begs the question why I was ever behind. Actually, I'm behind now. I forgot to upload yesterday's writing stream and gaming stream. But yeah, I dislike editing, so shouts out to y'all that much more. Anybody that does that for a living and likes it is okay in my book. Yeah, I got this dude who always wants videos and he keeps coming back for more. Well, $450 a video, and usually takes 1 day to shoot and a day or so to edit. Wow. Hey, money's money, bro. That's what's up. Where does he keep getting $450 from? Damn. Maybe he makes it back from the videos he's making. Is that what it is? Like he's just receiving revenue from the video and then using that revenue to put out another one, maybe. Ring the Glove Transmutation. His songs are kind of mid, but okay. Okay. That's what's up though. Freelance work. I should actually look into some of that. I don't know who needs a writer. Should look at this site my friend recommended. I was gonna call him my roommate, but it's my friend Fiverr or something like that. I think that's for freelance writers. Ring of Love Transmutation. Jason grants super strength. I'm gonna call him Clubber. Yeah, Clubber. Yeah, I use Fiverr. Pretty simple to use it. Not the best, but not the best value. Oh, damn. Oof. Yeah, I think I need to just look into freelance work right now or something. I need to support myself until this takes off farther than it already has. Oh, wait, we gotta update the sub goal. My boy Chase subbed yesterday. I updated it on the game stream on OBS, but not here. It's kind of weird. I use Twitch Studio Beta to stream the writing streams, so you guys see everything here and my face and the layout. But I use OBS for the game stream. I'm pretty sure I can use OBS for both, but I don't wanna. Twitch Studio has been it's been all right for me. It's been working. Plus, I can see the activity feed. I couldn't see it on OBS for some reason. Maybe I need to open a window or something. But yeah, I use two different streaming things for the two different streams. Wear down defense guy. So the more you attack him, the more his defense deteriorates. But he starts off with a lot of defense and probably strength in there somewhere. I'm not sure. His name should be Teddy Bear. It's the first name that came to mind. Muscle manipulation. Isn't there a villain in My Hero and he has like a version of muscle manipulation where his like muscles will come out of his body and wrap around his skin? It's so gross and so weird. But isn't his name Muscle? Like that's not the most creative name. Hit up some entertainment/game journalist websites. They need writers who have a brain. I'll definitely look into that. Actually, let me open a tab. You have any recommendations? Any specific ones? Specific ones in mind? I'm not gonna write for IGN. I don't. They're pretty much a joke. But I saw a review for The Last of Us 2, and I looked at the comments, and all the comments were just quoting IGN, but seriously, it was actually really funny, making fun of them, saying like, this game is a video game. IGN 10 out of 10. This game, if you move the left analog stick, your character moves. IGN 10 out of 10. This game was made by people. IGN 10 out of 10. And it was like, they do kind of do that in all their reviews, don't they? Yes. Yes, they do. Also, they give you bonus points if the game really makes you feel like Spider-Man. Let me know if you get that reference. Muscle manipulation. Bicep. Vibration emission. It's a vibe. Something one of my friends always says. Virtue explosion. Explode, grenade. Just call them nade. Oops. Dimension clause, portal creation. Okay, now this is creative power, but I can't think of a dumb enough name that goes with this. Got it. It's another reference to one of my friends. He has a character in our first D&D campaign that we never finished. It was just supposed to be a test campaign, and his name was Shadowclaw. And actually, he could create portals. He didn't slash at the air in order to create the portals, but he had a dude named Shadowclaw. Power negation. Stop that. These are just, their names are just phrases put together. Why is it not giving me a red line under that? Temporary power swap. Actually, I'll just get rid of that. None of the names make sense. None of the names are supposed to make sense. There are some really dumb D&D names, just in general. So I'm kind of making fun of that, and at the same time not trying these names. Like I said before, these are one-off characters that I'm most likely not going to make into real characters in my series, any of my series at any point. So why not have a little fun with creating the names instead of taking it seriously this time? Normally I'm thinking, okay, what's an easy name to type? That's my first priority. What's a name that hasn't been taken? Second. And then what's a name that's not going to get confused with pronunciation? All three of those factors go into creating a name for my characters. But here, I don't give a damn. Last of Us really makes you feel like depression. But I'm super... Wait, what is... but I'm super excited for Last of Us 2 because the reviews are like all hundreds, but then gamers are crying about it, and I can't wait to see what I end up thinking. Loving The Last of Us 1 so far. Yes, I think I lurked in that stream. I didn't say anything because I was still doing something at the time, but yes, I actually haven't played The Last of Us 1 either. I've seen the game, and actually I was rewatching Troy Baker, the voice of Joel, play through it on him and Nolan North's channel, Retro Replay. But I stopped watching, and now they're playing Uncharted 3, I think, which is my favorite, and I was actually playing through that again. But I do need to play. I have like so many different versions that were given to me for free for The Last of Us, so I do need to play that, and I think I should play it on stream as well. After you, of course. I have so many other games I should be playing as well. Detroit Become Human is probably going to come before that. Maybe all the Arkham games if I end up liking that today. Another thing, after stream today, because I got up so late, I do need to eat again. Like, there was no way I was going to eat before stream today since I got up at 7:40 p.m. today. What's crazy is I woke up at 4. I woke up at 4 p.m. and was still exhausted. So I went back to bed and then I woke up at 7:40. So I will be eating in between streams today. But then, around probably like 10ish because the stream ends at 9. Well, I finished early last time, but around 10ish we'll be doing Arkham for about an hour or so. And then I gotta play Halo. I got a lot of things to do off stream as well that don't pertain to writing. I gotta play Halo 2 with one of my friends from college. When I say friend from college, that makes me feel very old because I graduated only a year ago and I'm still only 22. Yeah, he's just a buddy from college. That I feel old saying that. Like, I can feel like gray hairs growing when I say stuff like that. That, and then my other group of friends, the one that was on stream before, Hassan, he wants to finish Divinity, and I'm trying Divinity 2 Original Sin, and I'm trying to finish that as well because we want to start another campaign where we have different classes and everything, and I've been wanting to do that for the past week now, but none of our schedules have been synced up whatsoever because all of us, every single epic gamer out there should be nocturnal like I am. That's not true, but I feel like a lot just are in general. I go to bed when the sun comes up. I was saying that as a joke, but that's actually what happens. Oh no. But the middle of the night is when I'm most productive. Like when I was telling you guys about the Resistance Renaissance short stories and the fact that I came up with plans for all 3 of those. I didn't write the beats out, but story ideas for all 3 of those in one night, and then brought back also 3 different characters that are going to be across those 3 different short stories. 3 new characters that are going to be across those short stories. That was at 4 a.m. Might have been 5. One of those. But when I'm tired is when I work the best, I think. Like, I come up with ideas. Like, I have to keep my phone handy next to me when I'm sleeping, because when I'm supposed to be sleeping is when a bunch of ideas for characters or story ideas will come to me. And I'm like, God dang it, brain, you gotta shut off. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a second, but what if this were to happen? And then I gotta write that down in my notes. And I close my phone, I put it over, I turn over, and then my brain's like, hey, big head, you awake? Hey, what if your story were to have this? And I'm like, oh my god. And then I turn back over and write more freaking notes, and it's annoying. I certainly am. Well, I went to bed at 6:30 a.m. last night. Hey, that's what's up, my boy. Yeah, it's I don't know why do a lot of gamers do that? I don't like referring to myself as a gamer because it's kind of like an I don't know the word. It's kind of like people who call themselves that are made fun of now. Because it's like, yeah, I'm a gamer. I game, bro. watch this epic gamer move, and I don't know, just that term. Well, a lot of gamers do that, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Me, I thought it was because when I was younger, I was allowed to stay up. Fridays, I was allowed to stay up as long as I wanted to. And then it'd be like midnight. And then my parents would come to me and they were like, yo, it's midnight. What are you still doing up? And I'm playing a game and I'm looking at them like, I ain't tired, chief. And then they're like, take your ass to bed. And then I had to go to bed when I wasn't tired. So now that I'm 22 and living on my own, I'm rebelling. Yeah, I'm a rebel. I actually think that might be part of the reason, but I don't know the other part. Because I think another part is because, like I said, the productivity thing, and then there's probably at least 2.5 more parts to it. Yeah, the word gamer definitely gained a negative connotation due to people on Twitter. Yep, I think it's something that a lot of creative people in general do. True. Like, a lot of people don't like to call themselves gamers. Like, they'll say, oh, I just play fighting games and a little bit of, like, Mario Kart here and there. And it's like, but you play games, though, so. Several times during college, people would hit me up at, like, midnight to go film something. Was that annoying? I mean, I assume you were up, but, like, once I'm back to my place and I'm like ready to settle down for the night, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm also just a homebody in general, and my parents were, both of my parents said to me at one point, you were probably going to be in quarantine. You already quarantined yourself before quarantine was mandatory. And I was like, yep. And even though are all the states open? I don't know. I've been staying away from social media because sanity purposes. But are all the states? I think all the states are back open again. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. I think Jersey's back open. But yeah, I have no reason to go anywhere right now. So we're here, which is why I can wake up at 7:40 p.m. and eat dinner like it's my breakfast. Nah, like, that was pretty normal. Everyone in the film department was up late as shit. People would sometimes sleep in the film basement. Creatives just never sleep. That's very true. Sleep in the film. I think I have seen people do that. Like, I've had to go downstairs a couple times in the middle of the night to go to I think it was the editing room. And yeah, people in college, people just kind of slept everywhere though. But yeah, that's true about what we say about creatives. Their brains are always awake. And even sometimes, like, stuff will come to them in dreams, and I know sometimes it sounds stupid depending on who's saying it. Like, bro, I got this idea last night. Oh, okay. It came to me in my dream, bro. I got this dream idea, bro. I feel like it was like God telling me to do this, bro. And then they tell you the idea. But yeah, I had one origin idea that came to me in a dream. Very stupid the way the dream portrayed it. Because there's this, like, tropical house EDM DJ I like by the name of Kygo. And he was talking to a white lady, a reporter, but he was, like, in a war-torn country, from a war-torn country, even though he's European. Probably Anyway, he was talking to her in like a restaurant or something, and then there was like explosions going on outside. And he goes outside, and like lightning starts coursing through his body and is like killing all these soldiers that are killing his people. And he's like teleporting all over the place and stuff. And I'm like, huh, that might make for an interesting origin. A character that's protecting his country from, the oppressive soldiers or whatever, but the soldiers at the same time are also trying to actually protect the people. Some of them are just out of line with as far as stuff goes. And now that I say that out loud, that sounds a lot like what might be going on now. Anyway, that's real. Well, I had a crazy dream, and I turned it into an idea for a game. I can't make it yet because it's too complex, but check back in 5 to 10 years, and I'll be working on it. Well, I'm looking forward to that game as well. Do you have a name already? No, I'm kidding. I have a name. What's the game plan? Not sure. What's the target audience? Don't answer those questions. Alright, temporary power swap. We've been talking for the past 10 minutes, but it doesn't matter. That's what this stream is for sometimes, Sometimes you just gotta kick back and just talk. I mean, it is technically, the category is just chatting, because the writers of Twitch don't have a category yet, which is kind of effed up. Because there's probably ASMR categories, isn't there? I assume there is. There's a lot of categories, but as many writers as there are on Twitch, we don't have a category. I'm part of the Twitch Writers Network Discord, and we demand a category for writing. We have a writing tag. We don't have a writing category though. Alright, temporary power swap. This guy his name would be SWAT. But spelled like SWAT. Or, no, well, abbreviated like SWAT. Power mimicking, copycat. Easy's name. That. I want to see how many characters are named that. Actually, let's not do that on stream. Virtue erase. Illusion eyes. Gone. After image generation. Fake out. That sounds like fake out sounds like a Transformer name. We got stake out, we got fake out, we got side swipe. I know that's a real one. SoundCloud. SoundCloud the Transformer. He's orange and white, and he's instead of like when he transforms his arms into like cannons or something, he shoots mixtapes at people. And he only speaks in raps. And what does he transform into? A disc? A flying disc? Flying disc. That could be one of two things, or a combination of two things. An actual like CD disc and a like a UFO disc. Be a combination of that. He transforms. Yo, why is SoundCloud not a Transformer already? Somebody make SoundCloud real quick. Summoning golems. Let's call him. We have a lot of rock names, actually. I imagine. I imagine the golems will be made of rock. Excuse me. My stomach is growling a lot. Let's name him Grit. I'll probably end up using that name for an actual character later at some point, but let's name him Grit. Oh, then we have an actual telekinetic, geokinetic. So let's scroll back up here and name him Gypsum. No, I don't want it to be another G name. So either Dune or Basalt. It doesn't matter. Same Basalt. Hexagons. This was based off of the character Alora Hex, and her hexagons could do one of 6 things, but she could summon up to 6 hexagons at a time. So she'd either be controller or summoner, and I don't have enough summoners, so let's force her to be a controller. Plus, they're not really physical, so summoner class. Oops. Let's name them. Schmitz. I told you I'm not trying. Infectious touch. This means they can turn people into like mind-controlled slaves if they touch them, lay a hand on them. So let's order. I'm gonna order my food right now on stream. Bro, this song goes on for like a minute too long. Wait, what song? What are you listening to? Are you referring to my AC? Cause Nacho, that's not a song. The AC is. Have you been jamming out to my AC this whole time? Oh, the music video. No, I was kidding about the AC though. Mhm. Yeah. Don't you hate it when like you like the music of the song or a certain part of a song, but then it like gets to a point where you don't like it, like maybe you don't like the hook of the song, but you like the flow of the rap or something like that, or whatever type of song you're listening to. Like I can't stand it when I like only like a chunk, like maybe 30 seconds of the song, and then the rest of the song is just trash. Like maybe the beat will change up for 30 seconds and it's like, and then it changes back and it's like, oh man, can we just have that 30 seconds back? And then you don't end up getting the song because you don't like the rest of the song, so why the hell would you get the song? That happens a lot in the electronic world. I may not look at it, but I really like electronic music. Like not the like hard stuff, like tropical, the house, the mellow stuff. And it happens all the time. Like the beginning of the song will be fire, and then it gets to the drop, and then the drop is just disgusting and gross, and then you just end up going to the next song because why the hell would you listen to that disgusting drop? And it happens. The drop will happen at least twice every song, and it's just like, this is. It was you had the build up right. The build up was fire, and I was excited to hear what the drop would come to. And then you got to the drop, and the drop is just like, that's the whole drop, and then you just assed out. You assed out. Yep, Reborn by Kanye and Kid Cudi is fire for the first 3 minutes, and then it goes on for another two. Yo, all songs should just cap out at 4, bro. 4 minutes. Get in, get out. Get in, get out, bro. Like, what? Oh, man. Actually, I'm gonna look that song up because I like both of those artists. I've never heard of it. There's a lot, okay. There's a lot of rap music I have not heard. There's a lot of underground rap I have not heard. My friends sometimes clown me for it. It's like, oh, I don't respect your. They're joking when they say stuff like this, but I don't respect your taste in music because you don't know who this person is. And it's just like, I don't even listen to rap like that. Like, relax. Um, but I'm looking. I like hearing some recommendations. Um, if I don't like the song, I don't ever like come back to you and say, "Yo, that song was trash. Why did you ever recommend that song to me?" Um, collab album. Okay, pretty fire overall. I'm gonna look up Reborn. I like, for example, I liked. I started. I only heard Freaks and Geeks by, I know it's years ago, but Childish Gambino's Freaks and Geeks song. I liked that, and then just recently, one of my underground rap hardcore friends recommended a few of his other songs similar to Freaks and Geeks, and I like those as well. Bonfire was like the best one he recommended to me. And the other one was, I think it was Not Going Back. It's pretty fire as well. Um, but I like when the song has to have like a few combinations of things for me to enjoy it. First, above all else, the music. I have to enjoy the beat, whatever is going on in the background. You can have a fire song, a fire lyrics, fire hook, whatever, and then you get to and then the beat can be trash, and you're just listening to that over and over in the background instead of paying attention to what the artist is saying. It's just like, yo, the beat above all else, the instrumental, whatever's going on in the background, gotta be fire. Um, that's kind of why I liked The Box, Roddy Ricch's The Box, but the beat was just stupid to me. I'm sorry. I know it's a popular song. I did not like the beat at all. What was that? What was that? People made fun of that all the time on. I'm not on TikTok at all, but I heard people made fun of that on TikTok with like wiping windows or opening and closing a door. I saw a video of Lenar Young where there was like a ghost and he was just dancing, but he was opening and closing the door at the same time with the beat. It was stupid. But I the beat above all else, and then the hook is next. The hook has to be fire for me. I have to, like, that has to be something that sticks in my head, and like I can stop listening to the song, go to another song, and while listening to the new song, I'm still on that other hook I just listened to. And then the lyrics, the lyrics aren't like the biggest deciding factor for me, but if I relate to it, bonus points. Or if I just like what they're saying, bonus points. But yeah. Because the Internet by Childish Gambino is pretty high. Probably high key. Wait, sorry. Because the Internet by Childish Gambino is high key probably my favorite album, so I'd have to throw that suggestion out there. I will definitely listen. I've started, because my friends have influenced me, I've started listening to some albums more and more. I was more of a like, oh, this song vibes with me. I don't really care what album it's from, even though I didn't realize before, the album will probably, depending on who the artist is, the album will probably sound similar to the song I just listened to. But I don't go out of my way to listen to albums because normally I'm watching YouTube videos in the background or podcasts. Like, I'd rather do that than listen to albums trying to find that one song that I vibe with. So that's why I like recommendations. But I will add that because the internet. Listen to that. I listen to a few ones. I listen to Tory Lanez's The New Toronto 3. Wait, hang on. Alright, yeah, I see there's a whole playlist here. Alright, I'll look into that. Appreciate the suggestion. New Toronto 3, I didn't like most of the songs. I think I liked Adidas the best. I just didn't like the flow of the song. I really enjoyed what he was saying, but that's what I was saying about liking the music behind it. I know it was a mixtape, but then I went back and he put out the Do the Most video and Who Needs Love. I was like, you know what? These songs aren't that bad, so I got those two. Then the rest is just like, eh. I listened to T-Pain's One Up album, and I did not like any of the songs besides, wait, I think I liked Rest in Peace to the Parking Lot. But Goat Talk was my favorite by far. And I listened to that album because I liked Goat Talk. And oh shit, I didn't want my phone. And I heard Goat Talk through the game I've been addicted to for the past few months, NBA 2K20. And then my other underground hardcore friend recommended T-Pain's other album. I think it was Oblivion, and I liked the only one I liked from that was there was a couple that were okay, but I liked CC from DC from that one. But then after listening to a whole T-Pain album, I was just like, wow, he talks about nothing but sex all the time. And then I was like, I thought back to all of his other songs, and I was like, wait, that's just T-Pain in general, bro. Oh my god. And he's one of my favorite artists. I don't know why I didn't realize that before. That's the T-Pain album for you. I feel like I used to never listen to albums until I got super into music throughout college. I also have gonna have to suggest RTJ4. Yes, I will. Okay, let me add that too. I'm gonna add that to the. Okay, cause because it was not because it was a popular song, but the popular song. Legend has it. I think from the Black Panther. It was in the Black Panther soundtrack. I love that. And I like them because of that. And I know I've heard some of their other songs, but I want to get into them some more because those guys seem like they talk about some real stuff. Plus, wasn't God, I forget his name. I don't want to just say the black guy. The African American rapper wasn't. I think I just saw an 8-minute video of him. Was it him? In like a press conference or something, talking about police brutality. I think it was him. I feel really stupid if it wasn't, but I think it was him because I recognized his voice. RTJ4 album. Alright, so I got 2 new albums to listen to, and, well, 3. I'm listening to the Kid Cudi and Kanye one. Killer Mike, yeah. Yeah, you gave me fantastic. Okay, yeah, that was him. Killer Mike. Alright, before I end, I'm gonna order the food, so I have some, so the food's on the way by the time I'm, like, wrapping up. What I want. Getting Chili's, guys. I've been. Wait, share goods. I've been addicted to a lot of food restaurants recently. Chili's being number one above all. But also because when I was younger, we couldn't go to Chili's all the time, and that was like my favorite restaurant to go to growing up. I know it's a chain. Chains aren't bad. I like Chili's. Apparently, well, it's true. Applebee's, Fridays, and Chili's are all the same. But Chili's is just they have the best option. They have the best options for me. That triple dipper, bro. Triple dipper, I just order as my meal. I'm ordering it right now. I order that as my meal all the time. It's just and plus I like food that I hate leftovers, but I like food that I'm good enough to heat up later. It's good enough for me to heat it up later and eat it heated up. I don't like leftovers. I don't like heated up food that wasn't just heated up. It's confusing. Yeah, I don't like leftovers. I don't like food I have to heat up later if in case I get too full. Pizza, especially, I don't like doing that with pizza. Or like I said, any sort of food. Only food, the best food I do that with is Chinese food. Chinese food is always just better for some reason the second time around. That's like the only food for some reason that I prefer as leftovers. That sounds crazy saying out loud, but if you got Chinese food leftovers, just give them to me. It's good hot too, but like there's something just so much better about it when it's after it's cooled down, it's been in the fridge, and then you pop it back out. I don't know, it's very weird. But Chili's, I was saying, the triple dipper I can heat up later because normally I don't eat it all at once. They give you a lot. It's an appetizer. It's meant for a whole family, and I eat at least a little bit over half of it. I'm my whole family here. So it's a food item I can heat up later and eat just fine. But like I said, pizza, I normally don't do that with pizza. That should be the number one food, right? Not with your boy. Not with your boy. But yeah, let's end this writing stream. I'm gonna eat. The food should be on its way. And we'll be back with Arkham Asylum. I'm really, really, really freaking excited to start playing that. So let's do our plugs. Shout out everybody in chat, and get on out of here for now. So minimize. Open this. Bring this back over. I got the 3 tabs open for the albums to listen to at some point. And I just looked up Game Journal websites. I'm gonna see what I can come up with, but alright. So paperback, Senate Awakening, my first published book, $20. Kindle Unlimited is free, 99 minus 99. Kindle Digital, $10. Give it a rating. If you give it a star rating is different from a review. You just click on the star rating, you give it 5 stars, and you move on with your life. Yeah, I recommend doing that as soon as you buy it, actually. I don't know if you can, but I recommend it. If don't, let me know. I'll talk to Jeff Bezos. If you give it a rating and review, I shout you out like these lovely people down here. If you want to read the first 5 chapters free and dip your toe into the book, that's available on Wattpad.com and ScribbleHub.com. If you want to support, there is a donation link in the chat now. That link is also in the panels and the description on YouTube. So is the Patreon. I promise you, I'm going to try to be more productive with the YouTube stuff. I just haven't had any ideas. I need to just go back to my channel and see what I'm making a bunch of playlists of. I have a lot of playlists on YouTube with just like one video in it. So I'm gonna go back and look through and see what else I can come up with. And yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, because we stopped losing all of those subscribers that were unsubscribing because my content used to be something else, and now we're at a steady 1,010. So, are you gonna be that 1,011th or 12th or 25th? Only the only you know, because you'll be the one that clicks. Other than that, let's shout out Young Nacho, my guy in the chat, chilling, stopping by and chatting with us. Shouts out to the fam, little bro, moms and dads in the chat, and yeah, I'm gonna eat. The food didn't say it, so let me see if I got a dasher yet. I don't have a dasher, but Chili's is preparing my order. So it'll be here soon, actually about half an hour. Doesn't take me long to eat, but we should be back around 10-ish. Forgive me if it's later, like 10:15, but we'll be back with, I'm excited, I'm so excited. I've never played the Asylum games, but the Arkham games, but I've heard really good things about them. Except Origins. I don't have Origins. I have Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. We'll start with Asylum. But see you guys for now. Thank y'all so much for watching. And we'll be back in about an hour or so. But for now, this is J-Base Phoenix once again.